Hey guys, Corey again. Welcome to another Salty Sea Dog tips session brought to you by Dad. Today I wanted to run you through the winch rope setup on the ski and also the safety chain. I recently had a little bit of an incident that resulted in damage to the hull of the ski from the bow bouncing around on the trailer. So yeah, I just wanted to take a minute and run you through how the ski was set up and what I'm doing to combat that in the future. Stay tuned. So as far as the winch rope and the safety chain setup goes, this is more or less how it arrived from the dealer when I first bought the ski. As you can see, the safety chain's quite loose, the winch rope's quite taut, and I've got a strop at the back to secure the rear of the ski to the trailer. One of the, ideas that I came up with to help with retrieving the ski was to put this rope grab contraption, I don't know what that's called, we'll cover that another day, but put this rope grab contraption on the bow, which when retrieving the ski I can get the bow line, pinch it in, pull the ski up on the trailer as far as I can, pinch it in there and then hook the winch to it and reel it in. So when I was attaching this, I screwed up and I didn't put anything behind here, and I actually drilled through and hit the winch rope. So when I got a recent service, I asked the dealer to change the winch rope, which they nicely did. But unfortunately, the next time I went to launch the ski, this rope was loose, the winch rope was loose, and the ski was actually sitting off over to the side here, resulting in damage, which I'll show you in a sec. But essentially what's happened is, because this was loose, it's allowed the bow of the ski to bounce around. It hasn't gone far because of the safety chain, but it has gone far enough to clear the V at the front and move the bow over this side, and the hull was actually sitting on the bracket for the roller rather than the roller itself. So I'll just run you through what that resulted in. We might actually loosen this off. There's another tips video that runs through how this is set. So essentially what had happened is, well, my guess anyway, is this spool wasn't tensioned enough, and with the weight of the ski bouncing around, it's actually loosened this, which, as I say, has resulted with the ability for the bow to move around and bounce around. So anyway, I've wound that back a bit so we can have a look at the damage. And first of all, we've got a bit of a nick in through here, where this is, I'm guessing it's caught on there, or it's pushed up against there somehow anyway. But the main damage is under here, and we can see we've got a little divot here and some gouges along the back, some rubs along here, and that's basically the ski was shifted up over here, and this bit here was resting on that piece there, but on the other side. So yeah, that's not ideal. It's not huge damage, but at the same time, very frustrating. So I've had a bit of a think about it and come up with some suggestions that hopefully will stop it from happening again, even if the winch rope does fail for whatever reason. So as I say, up until now, it's always been, I guess there's been slack on both sides of this chain, which is more or less, well, not more or less, it is exactly how it came to me from the dealer. Not knowing anything about skis, or boating in general really, when I first got the ski, I assumed that it was all set up properly, which is kind of the same reason why I went to the dealer to replace this rope after I damaged it, feeling that the dealer knows what they're doing, and yeah, onwards and upwards. So anyway, the idea is basically just to get some tension in this chain, not ridiculous tension, but just so that if this fails, then the ski's not going to go anywhere. Find which link is going to give us the most tension, which is that one there. it's still got a little bit of movement, which I suppose if I can come up a little bit higher, maybe it. No, that's it. We're not going to get the next link, but that one's good enough. And then we've still got heaps of play in here, which we want to get rid of, because obviously if it's not tensioned here, it can still bounce on that arc, which potentially could go off the side. I don't know. I don't really want to have it happen again. So yeah, just finding the link, which is that one there. And putting as much tension on this chain as we can without being ridiculous. So as you can see, that's going to allow bugger all movement of the ski. So probably trim that chain off, stop it clanging around, but what I'll do is I'll just cable tie through there, and that'll do the same job. So that should be enough to hold that, and even if this cable, if this winch rope does fail for whatever reason, forget to put the latch in or whatever, the ski's still not going to go anywhere. So that's that. Another thing is talking to a few mates at the club, telling them what happened here. They've suggested that it's possibly not a good idea to leave the ski with the rear strop tensioned, and also the winch tensioned when you're storing the ski. Apparently it can cause some sort of damage. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, or whether it's accurate or not, but I think I might try that, because with the safety chain there, and I guess with the safety chain there, it's not going to fall off the ski anyway. I guess the key point would be to remember to tighten them up again before you go anywhere. One other thing I wanted to mention, obviously on discovery of the damage, I went straight back to the dealer. The dealer's not claiming any responsibility. They say that the winch rope was tight when the ski left them. I can't really dispute that. But anyway, I took the ski back to them, and the quote I got was $4,000, and I think it was a month and a half before they could start, and a couple of weeks before that they would need the ski to repair it. I made contact with the repairer and found out the bill would be more likely no more than $2,000, and they can in fact do it next week. So tomorrow, ski goes in. On the back of that, my recommendation would be always check your ski when it comes back from anybody, be it the dealer or anybody that's doing any work or has your ski for an extended period of time. Check it yourself. The responsibility is clearly yours. Second of all, small change to make to avoid the damage occurring in the first place. Thirdly, deal with the repairer direct yourself. Particularly if you are going to be paying for it, it's a lot cheaper in the long run, and it can happen a lot faster. So they're my lessons learned, and hopefully this video will help avoid the same thing happening to you. Thanks for watching.